To give the locals an update, they are interested in starting up, but they haven't set any details up yet, so we might find out in another month if something is going on. If it is, I don't know if the open mic will be on a Sunday if I'm doing it in Austin, so it might be, and Louise, who also runs these open mics in Austin, she said I had the first priority for picking the date. So either way, I would still like to continue this online opportunity from people outside of the Austin area to be able to get together for. I would like to be able to do that, and if that means if this is Poetic License online and Poetic License Austin or something, I don't know. I'll figure something out as things develop because I don't know what's going on. So just giving you as much information as I possibly had about the status of the Poetic License open mic. But anywho, I thought I would close out this evening because I've got the time for it with a round for 3 poems. And this time I'm going to do it from 3 different books. Count them 3. This first one is from the annual Scars Publications issue collection book that is titled Regarding Utopia. This is another piece that is titled based on an accepted writing within the book, and for people who knew how much of a snowstorm we had in Austin in February, we drove around and saw roses that were just frozen into bushes, and I thought, I must photograph these flowers. And so when somebody had a piece that was called Regarding Utopia, I thought, different perspectives on, well, what's good? Roses, it's cold, or whatever, why not? I'm going to pick one poem from this book that was released in the past few weeks. And actually, I should ask John McMullen, did you order this book? Because you usually order the books. I have no idea if you did. He's muted.
I did, but I haven't gotten it yet.
Well, now you can see the cover, and it's really groovy cool. And I'm just going to pick one short one out of this to read before I go into other collection books. This is a piece called Noble Cause. People are talking about their political issues or your religious issues or whatnot. This is called Noble Cause, and it was written on October 4th. Is a poem form. It was on for World Animal Day. So that's what this is written for. The television advertisements accost me, pulling on my philanthropic heartstrings, asking for money to support all animals who have been abused and mistreated. Don't get me wrong, this is a noble cause, but it fills me with such anger every time I see this commercial, because I'm sure they ask for money from people, from meat eaters who have no problem with the mass slaughter of millions of animals daily for their food, but a cute puppy or kitty cat, that's just crossing the line. All I think is that these advertisements underlyingly suggest that we protect animals that we have deemed as cute or appropriate as pets that humans forced into submission to our now domesticated society. But they never address the factory farming of cows, chickens, pigs. We deduce that these animals are soulless enough, so we never have to consider their welfare. These animal advertisements may have the right idea, but they should speak for the violence going on every day, not just today. Unlike these advertisements, I want to support the benefits and the future of all animals, not just the select few. Sorry. My political rant statement, and thank you for the thumbs up, John. Regarding Utopia, exactly. And the next 2 poems I am going to read from 2 books that I just got the proof copies for. I have not technically released them yet. They're going to be posted up tomorrow through Scars Publications. I do issue collection books because I run monthly magazines. 4 of them get compiled into books, and that happens a few times a year. And 2 of them just came out, and this one is from CC&D Magazine, and it is titled, based on an accepted rating within the book, The World Outside. The World Outside. And I'm like, I don't know, it's kind of spooky and desolate, although the snow is going into the building. This is in the middle of nowhere, you know, because what is it like, the world outside? But this book, I thought I would share one poem from. We'll see what it is. Aha! This is from the Me Too section, because it was a poem that was actually written on the 27th of October, which is the birthday of Sylvia Plath. So I thought
And my birthday. And Teddy Roosevelt's birthday and John Gotti's birthday.
And I think that was my mom's birthday too. Freaking me out. But this is about Sylvia Plath's birthday. This is about Sylvia Plath, so I thought I'd share this for you. And it is entitled Enticing Whirling Darkness. This tightrope balancing act. No one sees this potential pain. When enticing, whirling darkness seems blissful, eternal oblivion. People do not sense the danger, patiently waiting with open arms. My hours are married to shadow, so poems somehow poems somehow lift burdens until I finally find my home under the house or even in an oven while owl's talons clench at my heart where despair is there, patiently listening to my unanswered cry. I had to put that one as the second one so that I'd have a happier one for the last poem for you guys. But that was just one from the Me section that was because and about Sylvia Plath. And actually, there is a quote from her, and that is my hours are married to shadow. And that was a quote from her from something in here as well. But anyway, that's in CC&D issue collection book that it'll be releasing through Scars.tv tomorrow, if anybody would like to know more about that. But remember how I said I was asking people to get poems related to hands and a nebula because I had. Well, now you get to see the cover. The winner was Stardust in Hand. This is the NASA picture. I'm like, this is just the coolest thing ever. Just this I'm like, that's just so nifty. And so I had a bunch of pieces that were about, galactic stuff and hands and stuff. But the book is titled Stardust in Hand, and I am going to share one poem for you, and it is. Actually, it was written on the 20th of October, which is National Day on Writing. This was written on National Day on Writing, and I'm sharing it with you. I hope you enjoy it. It is called Burned into These Nightmares with a Pen. I need to burn these stories onto pages. I pick and choose what needs to be said, what needs to be remembered. When I looked around me, I wrote. I burned into these nightmares with a pen. And yes, I have this recorded. I have all of this recorded. What did you think I was doing when I was stuffing handwritten notes into my pockets or typing long hours into the night? I was sitting in a computer lab, slamming my hands, my fingers against a keyboard because there were too many atrocities in the world, too many injustices that I had witnessed. And I had a lot of work to do. There had to be a record for all to remember. You want to know why I do the things I do? I need to record these things. That is what kept me together. Once I've seen the injustices of the world, and when no one bothered to notice them, or change them, or care about them, these writings kept me together. I need to record these things to remind myself of where I came from. I need to record these things to remind myself that there are things to value and things to hate. I need to remind myself that there are things worth fighting for, worth dying for. I need to record these things to remind myself that I am alive. Boom, boom. There is your poem. Burned into These Nightmares with a Pen. That was for the day of writing. And that is one poem from this book. It is an issue collection book from Down in the Dirt. This one is from CC&D. They will officially get Facebook listings and postings online through Facebook as well as through Scars.tv tomorrow because I have this open mic today. That gets first priority. But I wanted to thank each and every one of you for this last installment of 2021. If I had a calendar, I would tell you what the first Sunday in January is. If it's January 1st, I'll freak out, but it could very well be, but we're usually running on the first Sunday of the month. I will do a Facebook event page. John will be here early as always, and I thank you all. I thank you, John. I thank every single poet, because you guys are all just the best, and I just love you guys all so very much. I have to do my Sabi routine because.
Thank you, Janet.
And thank you, Generalissimo, and thank everyone. Thank you all for coming out. And whether you celebrate any holidays or not, I hope you have a wonderful month and a wonderful new year. And I hope all stays well and safe and happy. And I look forward to seeing all of you very, very soon. Thank you. Thank you all so very much.
Thank you,
John,
Janet.
the first Sunday is January the 2nd.
So January the 2nd it is. We will be here for Poetic License if all is good with everybody, and we'll be Zoom meeting it away on January 2nd. And
Hey, and buy my book.
And yes, is it the one that's sideways on your page? Buy his book, most definitely. And yeah,
Yes, it's in the chat. I just put it in the
oh,
chat.
perfect. Yeah, then we've got it there for that. And thank you all so very much. And I will see you guys all next month. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm looking over to different people, like they know I'm looking at them. That's